What's going on? Ah, all right. How are you doing, Kelly? I cannot hear Kelly. She is on mute. Hello, hello,
Uh-oh.
everyone.
Now can
There
you
you
hear
go,
me?
Kel.
Hey, everybody. I had a good day. Today was
Awesome.
the third and final test for the fellowship at work, and I passed, and I'm glad to have that behind me.
Woot, woot, woot. All right. Let's say hi to some people. Thank you, Kevin, for the 30 and a wake up raid from the storyteller. I'm not going to say what state he's in. Kaylee's in the house. Blaine and Mary Jones and Gracie were all here early. Wayne was here early. And Thrifty Angela
Did you
and
say
Holland. How
Blaine?
are you doing, ma'am?
Mary
Lily's in
Jones
the
was here
house.
early.
I said Mary.
Okay.
Going Green Mom. Thank you for being here, Megan. Gwen's here. Andrew, thank you coming over from 30 and a wake up. Hi, Sonia. How are you doing? The
Hi,
Scooby Doo
Bernie.
Life.
I want to say hi
Kevin
to
sent
Bernie.
me. Thank you. And up Turtle Raid. Thank you.
Cool, cool.
Fairy does. Forever Best Friends raid.
Oh my
Sorry, I was
gosh.
moderating. I didn't even know she was live. I was moderating. Kevin sent me. Welcome, welcome.
We have never we
Oh,
have never had 3 raids in one night.
I know. That's
That is
amazing.
amazing.
That
Thank
is
you,
amazing.
everybody. Thank you for
Yep.
taking time to come visit with us. Johnny has lots of exciting news to share, so she's going to
Oh,
jump on in.
go small, live large. Hey, Kevin, how are you doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
good to see you. Yeah.
So I am mooch docking. It is my very first time ever mooch docking, and I am in a very, very nice place. Go ahead, Kel.
One quick clarification. A, you are not mooch stocking because you're paying, and B,
Oh.
we have the records to show she's paying for the tax purposes.
Oh,
So
there you
it's
go.
not,
Yes, I
it's
am.
not, it's boondockers welcoming. Like you're welcome to be a boondocker there, but you are paying.
That's right. So I am very happy to have Go Small, Live Large in the house. He is an awesome channel. And we actually met Scott at the Midwest Van Life Conference that was my very first conference ever anywhere. And I went down there hoping to learn something about solar panels. The conference was canceled. I met Scott, I met Kathy, and that's how my van life went fast forward into full timing today. So, Mark Wolf, how are you? Welcome. Van Life Voyages. Hi,
Yeah,
guys.
that was so cool meeting Scott. Like Johnny just said, that was our first ever van event.
Yeah,
And the one thing she wanted to see, there was like two different things, solar and bushcrafting. And whoever the presenters were for those two
yeah,
things didn't show up. But like she said, we made some exciting connections. And that's how she did that first van that you've seen out on the channel. And
yep.
it's been history since there. Hey,
That
Kaylee, good
is
to
true.
see
That is
you.
true. So so anyway, I was at the campground. I made a reservation. I just made a reservation for 2 weeks so that I could get settled into the hospital first, and then be able to look around and see if there was any other possibilities of places to go. Wasn't really sure I wanted to do the campground because I want to do the van life, not but it worked out good, but it was crazy noisy. The road to get there was horrible. Hi there, Joe from the Philippines. Welcome, welcome. I always like seeing new faces in the house. And Zena's here giving us a big thumbs up. Thank you. And so, anyway, I did um, check out of there on Sunday. I guess it was Sunday, Monday, and I am all settled in. And although my rig is a little slanted still, I'm gonna keep working on it. But I am super happy about where I'm at, and couldn't be happier about the logistics in correlation with the hospital. So nice. And I have zero safety issues. I'm getting to store my bike. So So what else is going on? If you have been keeping up with my Instagram, you know that I have gone whitewater rafting. I've gone to the natural bridge, which I don't even know if I posted a picture of. I spent the day yesterday in Harper's Ferry. I did get to hike yesterday on the Appalachian Trail finally. That was great. And what else have I done? I've gone to Washington, D.C. I actually got to read or I got to ride my bike around D.C. So that was kind of an adventure and it was a lot of fun. So, what else? Kelly and I watched a movie together. I guess that was maybe on the last one too. So we've had
Did we
an
tell them?
exciting month here.
Did we tell them? Oh, I want to say hi to Justin and Christina, and I want to tell Fatima we love her new name. I want to also let the moderators to know, just go ahead and drop your links anytime. Just anytime's a good time when you're one of those blue wrench folks. And then, do they know that I bought a plane ticket to come see you?
They don't. They don't.
Yeah, I was able to move something around at work. I have a what is that called? Advanced cardiac life support class, and it was kind of in the middle of 4 or 5 days off. And I talked to my education coordinator, and she let me move it to later in the month. So I fly out
Yep.
on a Thursday, and I come home on a Sunday,
Yeah, I
something
think
like
so.
that. And it was a decent price
So,
ticket. It wasn't super cheap, but we're excited. I fly into Baltimore and we're thinking we're going to check out an island that has wild horses in Maryland that I'm super excited about.
yep. And we're going to get to
Yeah.
take Goat to the ocean.
Yep,
So
goat's
we're
going to
excited
the
about
East
that. Goat is
Coast.
going
The
to the ocean.
I guess
And
that's the Atlantic
then,
Ocean, huh? Yep.
yeah,
Yep,
yep.
yep.
All right. So what else is going on? As far as the van goes, um, I think every person has to have a confession. And I will go ahead and confess that I was recording a video and I turned the refrigerator down so that I could record and it wouldn't hum in the background. Guess who forgot to return the refrigerator dial back to where it should be? So I am testing how well the body does after meat unthaws and then refreezes because I didn't want to throw all that meat away. And so far, so good. My gut's rock solid. So,
I told her, they always say you can't like let meat thaw out and then refreeze it. And I'm like, who are these people? What's really going to happen? I said, just eat it on a day. You don't have to go to work. That way, if something does happen, you don't
yeah,
miss work. So, hey, Amy,
yeah.
welcome in. Um,
Kel, where's it
Carolyn,
at?
Carolyn, Drew, I'm gonna look that up and copy and paste it. It starts with an A and it's like a name I can't pronounce. So I'll get on that.
That is okay. Let it freeze. Yeah, so far so good. I had bacon, I've had chicken. No issues so far, so we'll see. But I think everybody when they first start out, there's those things that you just forget to do. So, I tell you, it I literally have to
Addie.
I leave a drawer unlocked almost every time I pull away, and I'll sit and go through every one of them and make sure I've got them all locked, and then stay away from the windy cliffs. That is the number one rule of etiquette today, and that would be coming
Hush
over from
bottle.
30 and a wake up because he was standing. He's on a peninsula, which I'm going to have to get those coordinates because it looked amazing. Just to be able to see though that sunset from there would be amazing. So look forward
Right?
to your van tour with Patrick. I
Yeah.
know that was so. Yeah, he posted a sneak peek picture, and it has gotten a lot of hits on it. A lot of nice comments. Boxman D's in the house. Hello, my friend. Yeah, Patrick's tour should be up the 24th at 11 o'clock Eastern. So he always posts it on Facebook ahead of time. So be on the lookout for that. Red is in the house. You can refuse freeze as long as it's still cold to the touch. It absolutely was, and that's probably why I'm not sick yet. I'll tell you what I did do. I did throw out the sour cream, the eggs, and the milk. The milk was good. It was outdated anyway. but I was farther away from the edge than it appeared. I'm not crazy. We know that, and we know that your mom probably sees your video and would kick you bad. So that was I'll tell you what, Kevin is in a beautiful, beautiful location now. What an awesome journey to be traveling in a four-wheel drive. I would be nervous to put any dents in it because it's a loaner, but it would be so much fun. So, all right, got some more people. If you have just
Hey,
arrived,
Paula.
thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Johnny, do you want to get them up to date on some stuff? You said you had some stuff you wanted to start off the show with.
That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I've been doing for the last 11 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, that sounds
so
good.
let me tell you another funny thing that happened in the van because when you're building out something like this, it doesn't matter how good it looks. You don't know if everything is perfect until you live in it, until you're on those bumpy roads, et cetera, et cetera. So you all know I talked about going to that park. It was a country, it was the River Gorge back road. It was horrible. I was surprised that everything in the walls were still attached. So, um, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday, I was going to get a tote. Oh, I was going to get a tote out of the back of the garage. I was looking for a small cord. Congratulations, Box Van D. Hit 12,000. That's awesome.
Woo! That's
So I've got a
awesome.
tote. I've got a tote in the garage. I got two of them, and they store a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I might happen to need. And it just so happens I needed in one of those totes. I needed my risers actually, so I couldn't get that tote out. So I noticed that the bed bunk had dropped down in the middle, and I'll tell you why it did that because inside the van it has a stop so it can't go forward. But in the back, it does not, so that that back can be raised up as a recliner if we ever wanted to raise that back up. You know, when you get old and you have reflux, you've got to elevate the head of the bed 30 degrees. There you go. Well, what happens is those two things in that on those bumpy roads shifted around, and the one kind of like just dipped down a little bit off of that 2x4. So actually my bed was kind of like both of them were missing that board. So I don't know how long it was like that. I would imagine probably from the River Gorge. But so I may put a screw in there, and if I ever want to raise the bed up, then I will. But our mattress is so thick, I don't know how well that would raise up anyway. But so I'm glad I my weight limit didn't completely tear up the whole thing. But yeah, Jill is in the house. So anyway, I kind of ran through that quick. Box Fan D, I did want to acknowledge that again. Made it to 12,000. That's exciting. Every single one of us that are shooting to do better on our channels, it's always exciting to hit that 12,000. But then just to keep going and tallying them on, it's so awesome. So congratulations. Go ahead, Kel.
I want to tell the people that I let Johnny know I'm going to be super helpful when I come out to visit. I'm going to bring a pad of post-it notes, and anything that I see in the van that's wrong or needs to be fixed, I'll just jot a little note for her because I want to be
Yeah,
super
uh-huh.
helpful.
Those notes won't make it off the plane. Welcome to the West Virginia roads. That's right. That is right. I'll tell you what. We're going to get started on the van life etiquette, but West Virginia, Virginia, it is so beautiful out here. Now, if you live somewhere where there's a lot of mountains, you probably wouldn't be all that excited. It's probably just like at home. But when you live in Missouri and you've got one mountain that's 1,000 feet and you can't even drive to it really, I mean, this is amazingly beautiful out here. So, and the location that I'm at, I am going to show some pictures of where I'm at in a video, but this place that I'm at, it is just, I'm surrounded by birds. I pulled down this lane. There was about 7 deer just right off the bank. It is just beautiful. So I've been looking for a bear. I'm bear hunting, I'm deer hunting, I'm bird hunting. So I'm pretty happy to be where I'm at. So on the Blue Ridge Parkway, Appalachian Mountains are gorgeous. Absolutely. So, all right, Kel, should we get started in van life etiquette?
Yeah, why don't you get started? I think you said you had a couple of people on the community tab chime in, so why don't you start off with theirs and then we'll kind of go from there.
I will do that. I will do that. First of all, I'm going to tell you why I decided to do a van life etiquette thing tonight. We'll just chit chat about van life etiquette, campground etiquette, um, wherever, like the do's and don'ts when you're out there full time. I was getting ready to do another pretty like an all day of walking, hiking. And one of the things that I like to do before I do a big hike is I like to make sure that my toenails are okay. And as gross as that may sound, it's a part of life. And when you're a hiker, it's a very important part of life. So I sat on the edge of the van and I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I started to clip my toenails. I'm talking to Kelly on the phone and I was like, wait a second. My toenails are just going on the ground outside. And I thought, well, I guess I'll just sweep them. But I thought, is that gross? Like, should I not do that? I know I'm grossing them out. What's up, Kel?
And what did I immediately say? I said, that is not appropriate. I said, if we went to a camping spot and pulled in
Yeah.
and somebody's old toenails were all everywhere, that would be gross. And
I
so
was like,
my first rule for van life etiquette is trash is never acceptable. It's
trash
not
is never,
acceptable to leave
yeah.
trash behind. So I
So,
would love
needless
for
to
the people
say,
out there to chime in and tell us, just put it in all caps. That way it'll stand out. Johnny can flash it up on the screen. But what?
I got a
Oh my
supporter
gosh,
here.
JT Spirit. Yeah, so put in like what you think is not good
So
etiquette.
so so think that when I'm camping, when I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail, and when I was the longest I was on trail was 14 days, you have to. I mean, you have to. So I think about some of the other grossness out there, and I'm like, does yes clean them up? Yes. So I thought, sweep the area, whatever, but just don't. No one would care. We're just talking nails. That's what I was thinking. But then I thought, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this or not. So so we did put it on the community tab. We did have a couple of comments. Mark Wolf said, you know what? And Kelly, I put it on do you have the thing open?
Yeah, I have it open. So what did Mark Wolf say? Let's
His
see.
was
Doot, doot, doot.
that,
Um,
basically,
how much respect and common sense do you run into on the road? So he has
yeah,
a question like when you meet
yeah.
other people out there at campgrounds or boondocking, how much common sense do you really see?
Exactly. And well, that's what he was making a point. There's so many people that just don't care. They don't have a clue. So, would it be compost for the land? I think it would. I think it would. So, so there are a lot of people out there that just don't really care. Do not overstay your welcome. Oh, at a Cracker Barrel or somewhere. So that was another one of my questions. I have been to Cracker Barrel after they close. I have left before they open. So, do I try to find another Cracker Barrel down the road to eat at? Or because they typically want you to, if you're going to stay there, they would like you to make a purchase. But Kelly, was I in Albuquerque? I think. And they were closed when
Um,
I got there. And
yeah. And you left,
Don't
yeah,
leave your
and that was
DNA
exactly you
behind.
left it. And you know what? I'll just be super honest, like, we're not super familiar with the Cracker Barrel business model, so we don't know if they're franchises, if they're all corporate owned. Because, like, if I knew they were all corporate owned, I'd be good with staying and not purchasing from that specific location. But even at that, I mean, even if they're, like, individually owned, you're just parking on a parking lot. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like, you're not really
right.
costing them anything, so
Yeah. So, and I also feel like if you're there, the chances of, because you're in the back where most places are going to get broke into, I feel like you're security for them because nobody's going to break into an establishment that's got three campers outside listening. So, the
well,
number
that's a good
one,
point. You should send
yeah,
them an invoice for your security services.
there you go. Yeah. So, etiquette 236, don't pee on your neighbor's RV tire. Learned that the hard way. So that was another question I was thinking. Is it, is it okay to pee outside? Like, I know guys have it so easy, but it's like, is that okay? One of the very, very, it's a frequent one is leave no trace, leave no trace. I actually did a cute little video on leaving no trace. And that's typically like a national park or a trail kind of leave no trace, but campground, you know, definitely pick up your stuff. Leave the place better than what you found it, nails included. I have to agree. Hindsight, I was like, what are you doing? So you brought it in, bring it out. I agree. Leave no human trace or dog poop. I'll tell you what, that's a
Yes,
big
no
one
dog poop.
because yeah, I feel like the dogs are yeah, no
Well,
Cracker
really,
Barrels or franchise.
Blaine,
Oh,
yeah, he answered that question. So they're all owned by them. So
yep,
because we do stop there and eat food, and we've got breakfast, and so we do support them. And I do like shopping in that little store.
right, right. Yes, you can pee outside or dump your pee outside. Pee outside, no paper. Do not leave dog poop. I agree. I don't understand people that walk their dog and don't pick it up. Pick up your dog. And it's not I mean, it's not complicated. That's the way it is everywhere. Why would you not do it? So you should. Mm, I'm going back. I think I might have seen some. We help them pee next to a tree. Women just don't have that. So then another thing is, let me ask you this, because I'm gonna no cigarette butts. I can't stand that. And you know what else I can't stand? And I think this is very true in like van life, whether you've got a van, schoolie, RV, whatever. If you're a smoker, and I hate it when I'm driving behind somebody and they flick their cigarette out the window.
Yeah.
I respect smokers. I've even driven with smokers. It's like I get it. If I'm taking you 6 hours, you're going to want a cigarette. We're going to roll down the window and don't throw your cigarette out the, yeah. Jill, no cig butts. Yep. So here's another one. No litter too. I agree. Let me see. That's my question. Take your trash bag and gloves with you on hikes. I know. I don't know how many times I've carried stuff off the trail. Um, I'm trying. It moved fast. I'm trying to. Frustrating. Okay, so here's my next question. Um, Trash. So my trash can has a little like plastic bag, Walmart bag. Most of the time from the grocery store. I go to the grocery store, I get what I need, and I end up with two or three bags. So I bag my trash up frequently. Is it okay to put my trash bag in like the trash can at a gas station or the trash can at a rest stop or should I be taking it what should I do with it? Or does it matter? Is that little potatoes? Go ahead, Cal.
I think if it's, one or two little Walmart bags, I think putting it in a trash can at a gas station or a rest stop, I think that's fine. I don't think it's okay to like have a big bag of trash and then try to take it and put it in like the what is that? Like the trash count can in a campground, like in the bathroom and different things like that. So, I mean, I think,
Uh-huh.
but you know what? Live close to Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks is a um big party spot, a big vacation spot around here. And down there, the gas stations won't let you dump your trash there. Like they charge you to dump their trash because they just get so many people
Right.
bringing stuff. So, I guess sometimes it can be a local thing. But yeah, I think for the amount of trash we're talking about, just, open public trash cans are fine. Box
Yeah.
Van D
S-
had an interesting etiquette thing, and I know
Yeah.
it kinda goes from, like, when everybody's in one spot, but, like, when you see somebody's rig and you know the rig, either you've already visited with them this trip or you know it from the videos, is it okay to knock, or should you text first and see if they're up for
Yeah.
company?
If you're
So,
going
in
to
the chat, put text first or knock, like, which one do you think it is? Text first or knock?
And not only, so I think part of that is like, so Box Van D has her logo on the side of her van. Somebody kind of pulled into the area, they recognized the truck, and they wanted to meet her. And it's late at night, blah, 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 and you knock on the door. Well, that's scary to, a 65-year-old lady. I'd be scared. It's like, if you're, before you approach my thing, yeah, text first, both, text first, knock, text first. Yeah, I agree. Text and let me know that you're there. Let me wake up. Maybe I'm not awake. Maybe, who knows what I'm wearing. Don't scare me. Oh yeah, don't scare my Pippa. I bet. I bet. Um, yeah. Yeah, people coming up to meet the puppy. It depends on who it is. Yep. I think some
I like
kind of a
adventure in Xanadu, knock and leave a six-pack and back up 3 steps.
right. That'll work. Yeah. Holler and announce from a distance. Yeah, don't knock. Darby will flip out. Yep. I agree. I think that, just kind of gives some kind of a,
Misbehaving
hey,
has a
hey,
good
I'm out
idea.
here.
She has a sign and one side says open and the other one says closed. So then people kinda know, like, "Hey, open
Oh
for
yeah.
business."
We are van lifers are a solitary bunch. If we wanted friendly neighbors, we'd have a house with a white picket fence. That is true.
Good
Now I can
point.
hear
Pew
my
pew.
crazy dog alarm.
Pew
A
pew.
lot of it is true. All these people with a pet, and that's one thing that I loved traveling with Maddie because Maddie would hear something way before we would. When I took Maddie with me on my trip to Arizona, I'm telling you, I was I didn't have any worries at all.
Good night, Betty. Thanks for being here. We
Bye,
appreciate you coming
Betty.
over.
Thank you for coming. And Tim came in too while we were talking.
Oh, Tim,
Um,
welcome. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. I think definitely somehow kind of announce that you're there so that because that would be I have a house and still don't want people knocking.
That's how I am. I'm kinda like that
I
too.
know, right?
Well, when we were boondocking, we were basically with Box Van D and Tanya and Derek, and there was a couple of times the weather was not good, so it was pretty much like we were in our rigs, but, everybody kinda picked up on the body language if somebody, wasn't company or to do a group dinner or whatever, but I
Yeah,
think if you're with people, you have to communicate, but if you're just rolling up on another camp, I think you should know them well enough to be able to text them or Instagram message or Facebook message or something and just say, "Hey, is now a good time?" I don't know. My thoughts.
right. At a truck stops, no lot lizard sign in the window. Yep.
Babe, do you know what a lot
I
lizard is?
yes. I
Okay,
think
I
I
didn't know if
is
you
it
knew.
people that go from is it people that go from trailer to trailer?
No, it's a prostitute.
trying to earn money. Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't going to
okay,
say
you
that
knew
on
what
the
it was,
stream.
okay. I didn't know she knew what a prostitute was. Well, that name for a prostitute.
Yes.
I think she knows what a
I think we
prostitute is
had
because
that
she's
conversation
married.
before. That's right. I think we had that conversation before. It is true. It is true, and it's crazy that you have to even think about that. I tell you, I had something happen to me the other day. I'm in the laundromat here, and somebody walks in and was like, "Hey, I saw you get out of your van. Can I ask you some questions about it?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." He ended up being a nice guy, but at first I was like, "Ah." Bob
Well,
Wells
you have to be
suggests,
careful. You have to be careful with
yeah.
that though, because they could be casing your rig or,
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know, and
No,
you're a
he ended up
single
being a really
woman.
nice
Well, you're
guy.
not a single woman, you're a solo female traveler. So,
Yep.
misbehaving just got schooled.
Yeah. So Bob Wells suggests having a red and green ribbon to let people know if you want company. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I saw another one too. Honestly, if you're traveling, living in your vans, just like being in a home, be polite. Knock on the door is not unacceptable. That is true. That is to extent you. What if it's someone that's not in your camping group that recognizes you but doesn't have your phone number? Knock or wait till you're outside. Yeah, if they're in the same campground as you, I wouldn't think it would be bad to, wait till they're outside. But, if it's daytime, I think that's one thing. If it's dark outside, I think that's another. In my case, I would like, when we
Yeah.
camped with our group of friends, we had an unsaid rule. If it's lights are off, no company. There you go. Yep. And that's what I do. When I get in my van, I've got this curtain that I absolutely love now. And I can make it where both sides are, it kind of knocks all the light off. And yeah, I don't think somebody would knock then. I love
Carol,
hanging out with
I'm
you too.
gonna
I must go. Good night, Troy.
Carol, I'm gonna say it and I guess type it in because I started typing in. People love to show off their rig. So I think, if you catch the people kind of going in or out of their rig or whatever, and you just say, oh, I'd love to be a van lifer, however you'd want to say it. I follow a lot of vans on YouTube. Are you up for sharing your rig? And then let them just,
Yeah.
say one way or the other. I don't know. Good night, Troy.
Yep. And that's if you're etiquette 118, close the blinds. You're gonna stroll around and eat. Oh my goodness. I agree. A lot of YouTubers like meeting other people. I was actually my video coming out on Friday is actually a cargo trailer tour that the build out is phenomenal. And I'm New Jersey Outdoor Adventures, Patrick, myself, and Kurt. We stood around and talked for quite some time. And then the next day, but at night, they went back over to their camper and I went to mine, and that's the way you kind of kept to yourself and let them enjoy their time.
Johnny, did you see Kevin's comment? He said,
Um,
"If you're female and single, knock away." That's funny.
Oh,
I thought
yeah,
that
but he
was
wasn't
funny.
real quick on giving out his coordinates. He's so if you want to go meet Kevin, you got to have your own van. I did learn that tonight. He wants his space. You can park next to him though.
All right,
Early in the wake up,
people.
you might want to be a bit selective. Yeah, he is a bit selective. I know him. Yeah.
For those of you that want to be on the prize wheel, type in the word van, VAN. Most of you have been very active in the chat, and we appreciate that. If you haven't been active in the chat and you want to get on that prize wheel, type in the word van. Johnny, do you have something you want to show the people while we're doing the prize and
Nope.
letting the
I
comments
sure
come
don't.
in? You don't.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you
No.
did. All right. Well,
That's
you
something
can
totally different. You're
you can
ridiculous.
see we totally got over through all the whole agenda in the
Yeah.
pre-production meeting.
I
We
want
did
to do a
not.
cargo
Okay.
trailer build. So Lex and Riot, for anybody that doesn't know, Bob Wells has an assistant. Her name is Lex, and Lex's dog is Riot, and she is in a cargo trailer, and she is able to park the trailer and then use her truck and follow Bob and helps do the videoing and that. So we actually did get to meet Lex when we were interviewed in January. I wouldn't be able to fit beside that storyteller right now. 1,000 foot drop off. I know that. I know that.
Be
And
careful what
Megan, if you're
size you
single, you could just head on out there, though.
be
He's on a peninsula, so if you block that peninsula, he can't go anywhere. Yeah, yeah. You're in control now.
be careful what side you knock on, huh?
I know,
That
right? Cool name for a dog. Yep, Riot. Um, Yeah, and if you saw Cody was sitting inside my van right by the doorway when Bob Wells was doing my tour. And on my Instagram, I put my van got Cody's seal of approval. It was a good shot. It was a good shot. I think Kelly got that picture, didn't you, Kel?
of what, babe?
Of Cody inside the van. Did you get that or did Lex get that?
I don't know what we're talking about.
When we had my tour with Bob Wells.
Oh, yeah, I took pictures.
Cody was in
Oh, yeah,
the
I got the picture of Cody in there. I
yeah,
did.
yeah. That peninsula about made me dizzy just looking at it when Kevin. Yep. And it was so stinking windy too. It was so crazy windy. Welcome back, Box Bandy. I sure appreciate everybody hanging out. I'll tell you what, I was kind of bored today. I practiced
You
I
were.
got here yesterday. I got here yesterday to this new location and was going to get a haircut. Had to do some camera exchanging, and I kind of just hung out, practiced my ukulele, and fell asleep early. And then when I woke up, I had to do laundry. Finally, was able to get my hair cut, and which I currently have the most expensive haircut in my entire life. Yeah, so
So,
evidently, West Virginia is their haircuts are on a whole new level. They're
well, you have to put it in perspective.
oh,
We go really
great to
frugal with
see
our
you, Scott.
haircuts. We're
Thanks
not
for being
like,
here.
Vogue, as you guys can tell week after week. We are not Vogue or stylish or
Yeah.
anything. So we just go to Fantastic Sam's. We have this one lady there. We really like her. We text or call ahead. We know she's there. She does our color great. And so Fantastic Sam's, I don't know, $20 with tip. Tell them how much you paid for your haircut today, honey.
Oh my gosh. So it was $43 for a cut. It was $3 for a shampoo treatment that I did because I recently got my hair colored, got all that gray out. So it literally plus the tip. Yeah, I was like, I got $50 and they trimmed a quarter of an inch off. So I may just learn how to cut my hair. I'm gonna go back and watch Box Van D's video when she cut her hair. That's what I'm gonna do next time.
You need
Yeah.
to watch Tanya and Derek's haircutting video from Van
Yeah.
Life
Well,
Voyages.
they had somebody helping them.
I got
It
the
looks
wheel
worth
ready.
a
I got
hundred bucks. You know what? Let's just spin the wheel twice. The third one can go to Nate. He
Aw.
says it looks like it was worth $100.
He's such a sweet man. Okay,
It
babe, I
was
got the wheel
crazy.
ready. It was uneventful. I got it to
Yep.
work this time without all kinds of hiccups. So are
Yay.
you ready to share the screen?
I am ready to share it.
All right, good luck to
Good
all
luck,
the winners out
everybody.
there. We're gonna do 3 times and then we'll pick what the prizes are.
There
Okay,
you
on our
go.
mark, get set, spin. You can only win once a show for the new people.
I need Adventures in Xanadu's
Yay!
hairstylist.
Okay, so
Van
Van Life
Life
Voyages,
Voyages. There you
they are
go.
one of our sponsors, so that's
Lindsay
good
cuts her
karma.
hair. I guess I gotta learn how to cut my hair. I'll end up with a mullet because I can't see anything back there. Rigged.
Adventures in
Oh,
Xanadu.
Adventures in Xanadu. There you go. Congratulations, you guys. I think
In
we're
a
doing one
minute,
more, aren't we, Kel?
yeah, can you put up my email? I had some
I sure
winners
can.
last week that I didn't hear from, so they have through well, let's say through Friday. Last week's winners have through Friday. We have KT Spirit One, Jill, and then Aaron Jameson might have just reached out to Lucy because they know each other. But
Yeah.
if you want to email from me from last week, and then this week, these week's winners, you have till next Monday to email me, and we will go from there. All right, let's find our third person.
There you go.
And if you're in doubt, just email me because I'll be happy to get you
Traveling
unstuck.
on is in the house.
What? Oh, I thought for a minute, I don't know who it's gonna be. Gracie! Yay,
Gracie.
Gracie. For a minute, I
Yay.
thought it was gonna be our new friend, Scooby Life Adventures. I love Scooby-Doo. I don't know if that's about Scooby-Doo, but I love
It says Scooby
Scooby-Doo.
Life, so we'll
You think
see.
it's
All
Scooby-Doo,
right, so now
Scooby
we're
Life?
gonna pull up they're new, so I'm not sure. So
I
we're
love
gonna pull up the
Scooby-Doo.
prize wheel. Oh, I used to love Scooby Doo too. I don't know if you can
I
ever see
still
anymore.
love
All I ever
Scooby-Doo.
do is watch YouTube videos trying to keep up with everybody.
So, everybody, I'm going to share with you what we have on the wheel. Box Van D has like a $10 Amazon PayPal. Mary Jones has a custom created purse charm. We have a Johnny's Journey shirt, a Johnny's Journey mug. Connie over at the Beach Life has some shot glasses on the wheel. Um, we have a sticker pack from Johnny and I. Glorious Life on Wheels has a USB hot water bottle. Backroads Nomad has two different things on there. He has a custom banner for your YouTube channel or a sticker pack. Rayleigh Creative Travel, Blaine, him and Mallory sponsor a coffee mug. We've had a couple of those winners in the past weeks. Mr. Jerry Holly, aka Backroads RVing, sponsors a $10 Amazon. Shelly Starwalker offers a 8x10 glossy of one of her photos on Instagram. Whoa Nelly Adventures, Lucy, her and Brian sponsor a $10, it can be PayPal or Amazon, from their channel. Van Life Voyages has organic soap that they've created and sponsor. Johnny, remind me what Kaylee's amount for her Amazon is.
I'm sorry, Kel. I was reading
What
a
is
message.
what is Kaylee's amount for her Amazon? Is it 20?
20, 20.
Okay, and then I added a new $5 PayPal this week, and then I have a $10 Starbucks from Vanderella. So each prize can only be won once a week. I don't take it off the wheel though because that's too confusing. So our first winner was Van Life Voyages. Let's spin and see what they won.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Can you see the wheel?
I can.
Okay. Well, look at that. They won the sticker pack.
Awesome.
Okay. Well,
Awesome.
Um, Tanya and Derek, I know you have stickers from us, so I will be emailing you what we will do about that. So let's see what
We've got a package all loaded
adventure.
up for them anyway, Cal.
Well, anyway, I'll
All
deal with that.
right, a Johnny's
A
Journey
Johnny's
shirt.
Journey shirt.
Woohoo! There you
So
go.
I know that was
Wear it proud.
adventures. When you email me a, a couple of colors that you like in preference order, and your size. And oh, I accidentally removed the shirt.
Yep.
I'll
Thank
have
you
to
to
put
all
that
the
on there.
sponsors.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you
Carol,
to
for
all our
recognizing that.
sponsors.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
So
I'm happy to
adventures,
be
when
giving
you
out some of my
email
stuff this
me,
week.
send your address to where you want it shipped, and I don't share that address with anybody, even if they offer to pay me. I won't share it. And then what color and what size. Let's see what Gracie won. She just won a shirt a few weeks ago, so let's see what she wins this time.
Oh, did she? Cool.
Yeah, she
Oh, there
won
you go.
the Glorious Life on Wheels USB hot water bottle.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And Carol wanted that left on. Kel, did you know? Did you check with that? I guess
I'm
we'll
not
talk about
really
that later.
sure. Yeah, we'll talk about that behind the scenes. Okay.
Bah. Awesome.
See?
Congratulations to all three of those
Congratulations to
winners.
all the winners. Thank you to all
And
the sponsors.
and thank you to all the sponsors. And while we're talking about the sponsors, if you are a moderator, please drop your link. And if you're a moderator and you know somebody in the chat is a channel member, if you wouldn't mind dropping their link as well, just kind of randomly drop some links there for the channel sponsors and the channel members. That would be awesome. KeLe does not have content, but she is an amazing sponsor and moderator and member, and she is amazing. And oh, I have to tell you, so I'm messaging her back in the background. We're on 30 and a wake up. We're moderating for him. Everybody's behaving. So no, Lucy, you want it. So I haven't been able to tag people in the chat. I put that at sign and tag it, and it will not let me tag it. And I said, she moderates for everybody. I said, hey, do you have any tricks on this, because mine's not working? So she started step by step. She said, send me a picture of your keyboard. She step by steps. Um, oh,
What are you doing?
I was just reading your message. I didn't know what this was about.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so anyway, I sent her a picture of my keyboard. She's like, do this and this. Well, then the screen it took me to has this date and time thing, and I'm like, oh, about the time that it stopped working, I was trying to update my computer date and time because I'm in a different time zone. So that must have triggered it, because now it works. So I put my settings back to the old settings, and now it works. So KeLe saved the day, because that's a pain. I hated that. I love this YouTube community. We are amazing. Everyone here is amazing. We have an unbelievably supportive community here. Kel, what else? Anything else going on? Am I going to get to see Maddie
Mm,
this week?
At the end, like when we're off the air, or do you want?
Okay.
She's actually being good and being quiet, so
Oh, we
I hate
better.
to get her all riled up. I think she went back in the bedroom. I think she went back in the bedroom and put herself to bed.
Oh, that's
Your
probably.
daughter has a little visitor over tonight, so she had to get all her barking out because of that.
Oh, yay, yay. I've enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Thank you, Angie. We enjoyed you being here as well.
Do you want to tell them about the upcoming weeks, some different things that are happening?
Oh,
Do we need to look at our notes or do you know?
I don't know. You'll have to know. Oh, you're talking about schedules and that? I'm
Well, about
actually,
the show.
oh, oh, okay. So, yes. So, Kelly and I both work the 27th. So, we're going to find someone, I think, to fill in for us. We have,
We have a channel we're gonna reach out to and see if they wanna kinda pinch hit that night. If they do,
yep.
great, then no. If they do,
So,
great. If they don't, no. Next week, the
right.
20th, I'll be at work. It's my first night shift. So Johnny's gonna be looking for a co-host or a guest to
Yeah.
interview. You
Yeah.
can
I think
email
I'll get
me if you'd
somebody
like
up
to be
here.
a co-host or if you would like to be interviewed on the amazing Johnny's Journey.
You're ridiculous. So, and then there's one other date, and I believe it's May 4th. And Kelly, are we both working May 4th as well? I think.
I think we're
So
both
then,
working May 4th, so
so then,
that's a little
yeah,
bit further out there, so
yeah. So anyway, so those are some dates that we're gonna. I
and
will not be up here.
we'll put on the community tab what's happening, and if it's another channel that's pinch hitting, we'll put a link to the live so you know exactly where to go, but we
Yes.
love you guys, and we don't want it to be flaky, like all of a sudden we're just not here some Tuesday night or whatever,
Thank
but
you.
aw, thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Travel Dreamer, Fatima, thank you.
I
There's no journey
it'll
like
take me
Johnny's
it'll
journey.
take me a couple of times to remember that's I had thought about that every now and then, changing my channel name, but it's like once you get, to a certain point, it's like I just decided to leave it. Now, if I could,
Thank you, Sonia. I actually am a night shift person, and they made me train and orientate on days, which I hate. So I am super looking forward. Aw, Dee, thanks for the super chat. I'm super looking forward to moving tonight. So thank you so
yeah.
much.
Hey, so look what we did. So let me play that. Let me.
Johnny worked on
I'm
that
playing.
earlier tonight.
Yeah, we're playing. Thank you, Dee.
We also want to say a special thank you to all our members. Johnny's been working
Hmm.
on the surprise this week on that. If you are a member and you haven't emailed your mailing address, if you want to receive the surprise, I know I got Carol Springfield's. I got her email. I have Angela, Thrifty Angela's, and some of the other folks. If you want to email me, if you're a member, would be like to get that surprise out to you.
Yeah.
I imagine that'll be. Will we put that out together when we're together when I come, or will you get it out before I come to
Eh,
town?
well, I have them. I have it and have it ready. So
Okay.
whatever you want to do, we can
Okay.
do it together because it's only how many weeks away is that now?
3 weeks.
3 weeks
So,
away. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
oh, Blaine, you know what? I think that's a great idea. But I think what we'll do is we'll have you and Mallory film a
Yeah.
choreographed dance and we'll play your dance and then we'll just Photoshop
Oh,
ourselves in.
yeah. I yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's one thing. Kel, we just don't really have been anywhere where we've really danced a lot. We were
No,
gonna
we
learn
really haven't.
we were gonna go to a wedding. Remember that time we were gonna go to a wedding? So we're like, oh, let's practice these line dances. And then I danced, she didn't. Yeah, it
Thank
was
you,
it was
Ricky and
funny.
Barbara. We appreciate
Oh,
that. You gotta replay
hey,
it.
no doggy
You gotta
poopy
play it
bags or
again.
beer bottles. I'll
We
tell
can
you
use
what.
the $5, yeah. The
Oh,
fire
if
pit ain't
you
a trash can, that's funny.
yeah, I
Thank
have
you to
to
Ricky and Barbara for their sponsorship.
so I have to tell you, if you haven't seen Ricky did a video on his refrigerator, fixing his refrigerator, very technical, that kind of thing. But the beginning, the intro, the extra was quite funny, and he sprays his beer everywhere, and I was not expecting that. It was quite funny. So I always love his videos because he is so funny.
Johnny, you know what else is on my mind? I know we got about 8 minutes left.
Yeah,
Um, I know that there's some different meetups coming up this fall, and Johnny and I have the Mayberry one on the calendar. So regardless of what assignment she's taking,
yeah,
she'll either be done in time for that one or request that time off. I already put my vacation time in at work, so we're definitely going to Mayberry. We
yeah,
really would love to go to the Michigan one. We just got to see how that
yeah.
where Johnny's assignment is and all that good stuff. There might be another meetup here or there that we might try to make or not. It really depends on work. I think my next schedule includes something that's possibly going on in August. So if you're going to some meetups, type in where you're going. Mayberry, Michigan and
Yep,
Mayberry. I know, Blaine. We can't wait to meet
yep.
you either.
I know.
So
What
Land Cloud's
is
going to Michigan. How cool.
what is his link? Could somebody put RV Underway's link in there
Oh, I just
for
did.
Red?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
did
drop
you?
it again. I just did, but I'll do it again.
Awesome.
I'm happy to
Mayberry,
copy and paste.
yes.
Who else is going to Mayberry? I'm missing it.
Oh,
Oh, Red.
Megan's gonna
Yeah.
be there. Megan's gonna be in Michigan. We're gonna
Oh,
try and make
yay.
it.
Going
I'm gonna
Green
try and make it.
Mom.
I'm actually hoping to get a contract, maybe up in the
Fatima's going to be in the
Wisconsin.
Michigan one too, and so is
Really?
Aaron. Oh, we got to make that happen. I need to
Yeah,
look at those
yeah.
dates and get
Well,
that filled
I
out at
had
work.
said that I was because when we were talking about it, I figured we'd try and make it happen.
You'll just have to ask for that time off on the next contract.
Yep. The
We'll have to
KT
see how
one
that
we're not
goes.
going to. That one's coming up real close. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna work for us.
Amy, you
That's
should
cool that
totally
you get to go to
go.
that one. Oh, yeah, Amy, we would love to meet you.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
that would
welcome
be
in,
awesome.
Texas family, no problem. We have a
Oh,
little
hey
bit long to
guys.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, Angie, you and the family should totally come to Mayberry. It's such an amazing time. You know
Oh,
what? I'm
it's
gonna
so
pop out on the
fun.
Facebook group and drop that link. Talk to the
Yeah.
people, Johnny. Talk to the people.
Talk to the people. So, and even like the Mayberry one, Angela will tell you, she got there, she drove up with the boys, and there's all kind of places that you can just park and spend the day, even if you can't stay all night. But, you know, heck, I don't even know if we could set up a tent for somebody if they wanted to stay over. I've got all my hiking gear with me, but it's not for everybody. But yeah, it is. Mayberry was so much fun. Just getting to meet everybody, it was fun. And then, of course, Quartzsite, there was so many people. We were in our own little meetup with Box Van D, and we will be doing that again this coming January. Go ahead, Kel.
It was so awesome when Angela and her sons came to visit us. She
Yeah,
was so gracious. She brought water and firewood, and we just loved hanging out with her and her sons. Her sons are
awesome.
amazing. So I was hoping they would
Yes.
get a camper between now and October, but whether they get a camper or not, I can't wait to see them. I'm so
Fearless.
glad the boys had a good time.
Yeah, we're going to be doing something in Quartzsite again. It's in the works, so just keep following along, and it may not be as far out west as what you're wanting, but
Oh, that would be cool, Angie. Yeah, get your SUV converted. We've seen a lot of cool SUV conversions, people that
yeah,
kind of do it that way. So
yep,
that's awesome.
yeah, it is. We could make it
Oh, okay,
happen.
Blaine. That sounds good.
Little boys love
Oh,
meeting everyone.
Michigan's talking about closing down again. Well, I
Oh,
guess
you're kidding me.
we'll just have to keep an eye on it because if it's if every that you know if everything's shut down, then I guess, it'd be illegal to try to meet up. We don't wanna do anything illegal. So
I wasn't sure if I was gonna say anything. Wasn't Yeah. But we're gonna have a Box Van D Johnny's Journey and Van Life Voyages meetup in Quartzsite. It's gonna be open to the public, and it's in the works. We're super excited about it. But
just
yep.
so everybody knows, the Box Van D Johnny's Journey Van Life Voyages meetup is sponsored by Vanderella. So, no, just teasing.
That's right. That's right.
When are we doing that? Do
Oh,
we
well,
have a
it's
date?
you
I'll have
too.
to
You're
ask
on
work.
that list.
I know, I'm just being ridiculous.
A name, a channel name, a test drive. West Coast is the best coast. Uh-oh. um, oh, she's going to Mayberry. She's just north of me. I drove through Pennsylvania at night though, and I missed her. I have met Doreen though in Mayberry, and that is you know what? I have been horrible since I've been out here about watching the news. So I did
Yeah.
not know that. Um, Kevin from 30 and a Wake Up gave a wonderful explanation, and not in any political form or anything, but I know he wouldn't mind me telling you guys this, but he's a lawyer, or was a lawyer. He's no longer practicing law, but he's a lawyer. He used to represent pharmaceutical companies, so he does know a lot
Oh,
about
wow.
the certain things. He gave a great explanation of the Johnson and Johnson COVID, kind of like it's on hold for right now. So if you're wondering about that, go. Sorry, Johnny, that's gross. She must be just now starting with the toenails. Uh, so anyway, um, it's a really good explanation about these people that have had strokes from the or not from, but have it. So it's just a really good explanation. It's in the very beginning of his live stream as well, so that's always a plus. But if you are wondering about the Johnson and Johnson, he's got a good explanation on his live stream. Just got to go back and rewatch it. All right, guys, we are getting close to the 1 hour mark because of my schedule, because of Kelly's schedule. We have been keeping this at the 1 hour mark just because it is it's hard working on different schedules. This gives us we'll stick around for about a little bit of time and chit chat when everybody's gone. Yes, Cal.
I am going to say goodbye to the folks. They will not see me for a month. I know they're going to be sad. Try not to cry in your beer or your Starbucks. Keep the
Uh
faith, and
oh.
I will see you next month.
There you go. That's a long time being away.
Yep, that's me. I'm
Popping in to
leaving.
say hi, Lisa. Being diabetic, hypothyroid, anything special I should know or do about the vaccine? Haven't gotten it yet. I'm gonna say no because they have been the only um, thing that I would say is if you've had an anaphylactic reaction to any other vaccine or allergy like a severe allergic reaction to something, they just watch you longer. But I'm um I am for the vaccine, and that's about as much as I'll get into it. I am not a lawyer, but with the mRNA, I was in the very very first tier to get it, so I'm happy about that because I saw so many people that are still not at work because of post COVID symptoms. So I took my camper back today. Gus guy was super slow. We will miss you. Aw, yep. All right, guys. So we're going to shut this down. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. And we will see you guys. I'm going to be here next Tuesday. I think I'm going to be solo. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a good week.